আমি মুসলমান, একবার মরে দুইবার মরে না। আমার মৃত্যু আছে থাকে যদি আমি হাসতে হাতে যাব, আমার বাঙালি জাতকে অপমান করে যাব না, তোমাদের কাছে ক্ষমা চাইব না, এবং যাবার সময় বলে যাব জয় বাংলা, স্বাধীন বাংলা, বাঙালি আমার জাতি, বাংলা আমার ভাষা, বাংলার মাটি আমার স্থান।
The results of HSC and its equivalent exams have been published today. This year, 95.26% students have become successful and 1,89,169 got GPA 5. As many as 13,71,681 students took part in the exams. Of them, 13,06,718 passed. Education Minister Dr. Deepu Moni made the results public at a press conference at the International Mother Language Institute in the capital after handing it to Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina in the morning. Jessore board marked the highest 98.11% pass rate, followed by Dhaka board with 96.20%, Rajshahi board 97.29%, Kumilla board 97.49%, and Chattogram board 89.39%. Borishal board achieved 95.76% pass rate, Sylhet board with 94.80%, Dinajpur board 92.43%, and Mymensingh board 95.71%. In addition, Madrasa Education Board marked 95.49% pass rate and Technical Education Board 92.85%. The Education Minister says colleges and universities of the country have necessary seats for the students. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina laid importance on attaining science and technology-based modern education instead of only traditional degree to make students qualified for their own employment. The Prime Minister was publishing results of higher secondary certificate and its equivalent examinations for the year 2021 this morning. Earlier, chairman of 11 education boards handed over the results. On behalf of Prime Minister, Education Minister Dr. Deepu Moni received the results. Sheikh Hasina said highest priority has been given on science and technology-based education to keep pace with the modern world, and necessary steps have been taken to this end. Referring to corona situation, the Premier said educational institutions of the country will be reopened by the end of this month, expecting the corona situation to be changed to normalcy through vaccination activities.
এখন আমরা সব স্তরের মানুষ যাতে টিকা পায় তার ব্যবস্থা নিয়েছি, আর শিক্ষা প্রতিষ্ঠানগুলি যাতে আমরা খুলতে পারি তার জন্য এই টিকা কার্যক্রম অব্যাহত রয়েছে। কাজে যারা এ পর্যন্ত টিকা নেয়নি তার প্রতি আমার অনুরোধ থাকবে যে আপনারা টিকাটা নিয়ে নেবেন। এই ভ্যাকসিনটা নিলে পরে অন্তত পক্ষে করোনা ধরলেও সেটা ওরকম খারাপ পর্যায়ে যাবে না। তবে এখন যেহেতু খারাপ সময় যাচ্ছে, আমরা আশা করি এই মাসের শেষের দিকে হয়তো অবস্থার পরিবর্তন হবে এবং সেই সময় আমরা স্কুল কলেজ সব শিক্ষা প্রতিষ্ঠান আবার খুলে দিতে পারবো। চতুর্থ শিল্প বিপ্লবের পরিপ্রেক্ষিতে কর্মসংস্থানের যে সুযোগ সৃষ্টি হবে আমাদের দেশে এবং বিশ্বব্যাপী, সেই সুযোগটা আমাদের ছেলেমেয়েরা নিতে পারবে। শুধু গতানুগতিক শিক্ষা নিলে হবে না, সময় উপযোগী শিক্ষা গ্রহণ করতে হবে, সেটাই হচ্ছে আমাদের লক্ষ্য। আরেকটি বিষয় হচ্ছে গবেষণা, যে শুধু শিক্ষা না, সাথে সাথে গবেষণার উপরে সবসময় গুরুত্ব দিতে হবে। কৃষিতে খুবই আমরা সাফল্য অর্জন করেছি, কিন্তু বিজ্ঞান বা মেডিকেল সায়েন্সে গবেষণায় এখনো আমাদের আরো জোর দিতে হবে, কারণ মেডিকেল গবেষণাটা খুবই বেশি প্রয়োজন।
Education Minister Dr. Deepu Moni, Deputy Minister of Education Mohibul Hassan Chaudhry, Secretary of the Secondary and Higher Education Division Abu Bakr Siddiq, and Secretary of Technical and Madrasa Education Division Aminul Islam Khan also spoke from the International Mother Language Institute end. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina has said her government has a plan to establish Marine Academy in every division, asking the Bangladesh Marine Academy to take measures in grooming mariners in such a way as they can operate high-tech sea ships. The Prime Minister was addressing Mujib Borsha graduation ceremony of the 56th batch of Bangladesh Marine Academy in Chattogram this morning. She said that her government has already started operation of the 4 marine academies in Pabla, Borishal, Rangpur and Sylhet in January this year. The Prime Minister described the marine cadets as representatives of Bangladesh, urging them to uphold the country's through 1,000-year-old civilization and culture on the world stage. The Prime Minister urged them to work with patriotism, honesty, self-confidence and professionalism, uphold the country's 1,000-year-old civilization and culture when mariners travel by ships with goods from one country to another one, she said.
তোমরা শুধু নির্ভীক সমুদ্রচারী নও, তোমরা বাংলাদেশের প্রতিনিধিত্ব করো। আসলে বাংলাদেশের দূত হিসেবে তোমরা কাজ করো। তোমাদের দেশপ্রেম, সততা, আত্মবিশ্বাস, পেশাদারিত্বের সঙ্গে কাজ করতে হবে। যখন এক দেশে পণ্য আরেক দেশে জাহাজে বয়ে নিয়ে যাবে, তোমরা বাংলাদেশের হাজার হাজার সভ্যতা সংস্কৃতি তুলে ধরবে। তোমাদের সততা, দক্ষতা, কর্তব্যনিষ্ঠা ভবিষ্যৎ ক্যাডেটদের জন্য পাথেয় হয়ে থাকবে। আমাদের প্রত্যেকটা বিভাগে একটি করে মেইন একাডেমি চালু হবে, যেখানে আমাদের ছেলেমেয়েরা শুধু প্রশিক্ষিত হবে না, দেশে বিদেশে তাদের ব্যাপক কর্মসংস্থানের সুযোগ হবে এবং আমাদের বেকার সমস্যা দূর হবে। মুজিব বর্ষ এবং স্বাধীনতা সুবর্ণ জয়ন্তীর এই মহেন্দ্রক্ষণে সমন্বিত প্রচেষ্টার মাধ্যমে সমৃদ্ধির পথে বাংলাদেশের অদম্য অগ্রযাত্রা অব্যাহত রাখতে সকলকে আমি সক্রিয় ভূমিকা রাখার জন্য আহ্বান জানাচ্ছি। বাংলাদেশ এগিয়ে যাচ্ছে, বাংলাদেশ এগিয়ে যাবে।
State Minister for Shipping Khalid Mahmood Chaudhry and his Secretary Mohammad Misbauddin Chaudhry spoke on the occasion. Earlier, 2 cadets were awarded President's Gold Medal and Bangladesh Shipping Corporation Medal for their outstanding performance. Chief Election Commissioner K.M. Nurul Huda, Election Commissioners Mahbub Talukdar, Muhammad Rafiqul Islam and Kobita Khanum paid a farewell call on President Muhammad Abdul Hamid at Bongo Bhavan this evening. In a briefing, President Press Secretary Muhammad Jainul Abidin told reporters that during the meeting they briefed the President about various activities of the Commission and its development plans as well. They also thanked the President for the cooperation and guidance in discharging their duties. President Muhammad Abdul Hamid said all-out cooperation of political parties and people is mandatory to hold a free, fair and credible election. The President expressed hope that with the cooperation of executive branch political parties and people, the Election Commission would be able to conduct more fair and credible polls at all levels in the days to come. In the meeting, the CEC handed over a national identity card of President Muhammad Abdul Hamid with inclusion of the title Bir Mukti Jodha. He also handed over a copy of the Representation of the People Order 1972 Bangla version and another copy of Delimitation of Constituencies for Elections to Parliament Act 2021 Bangla version. Secretaries of the President were present. European Union Ambassador to Bangladesh Charles Whitley made a courtesy call on Speaker Dr. Shirin Sharmin Chaudhry at the Parliament Bhavan today. During the call-on, they discussed various bilateral issues including parliamentary proceedings, parliamentary friendship group, climate change, COVID-19 situation and women empowerment. The Speaker said it is possible to work together in achieving sustainable development goals, decrease adverse impact of climate change and ensure best parliamentary practice through forming parliamentary friendship group. Dr. Shirin Sharmin Chaudhry also informed Chief Election Commissioner and other Election Commissioner Appointment Bill 2022 has been passed in the last session of the Parliament to make election more transparent, accountable and fair. The EU ambassador said they will always stand beside Bangladesh in its journey of progress. He said an example has been set up through passing the Chief Election Commissioner and other Election Commissioner Appointment Bill 2022. Joint General Secretary of Awami League and Information and Broadcasting Minister Dr. Hassan Mahmood said BNP did not attend the dialogue with the President because of disrespect for democracy. the party has also neglected the search committee. The minister said this while talking to journalists at the end of a program organized on the occasion of World Radio Day at Bangladesh Betar at Agargaon in Dhaka today.
প্রথমত তাদের সংলাপে যাওয়া উচিত ছিল। সংলাপে গিয়ে তারা তাদের আপত্তির কথাগুলো বলতে পারত। মহামান্য রাষ্ট্রপতির সংলাপে না গিয়ে তারা মহামান্য রাষ্ট্রপতিকে রাষ্ট্রকে অবজ্ঞা করেছে। বাংলাদেশে যেভাবে আইন বলে সার্চ কমিটি গঠন করে সার্চ কমিটির মাধ্যমে যোগ্য ব্যক্তিদের খুঁজে বের করার যে উদ্যোগ নেওয়া হয়েছে, এমন একটি স্বচ্ছ ব্যবস্থা, এমন একটি অংশগ্রহণমূলক ব্যবস্থা, এটি অনেক গণতান্ত্রিক দেশে, যেখানে বহু বছরের পুরনো গণতন্ত্র, সেখানেও নাই। আজকে যখন ব্যাপক সংখ্যক দল এবং সুশীল সমাজের প্রতিনিধির সাথে সার্চ কমিটি বসছে, আলাপ করছে, তখন বিএনপিরও অনেকে অনুধাবন করতে সক্ষম হচ্ছে যে এই ব্যবস্থার মধ্যে অংশগ্রহণ না করে বিএনপি ভুল করছে। সেজন্যই বিএনপি ঘরানার বুদ্ধিজীবী এবং বিএনপির চেয়ারপারসনের উপদেষ্টা ডক্টর জাফরুল্লাহ সহ অনেকে গণমাধ্যম ব্যক্তিত্বরা সে অনুরোধ জানিয়েছে। আমি মনে করি যে বিএনপি যদি গণতন্ত্রের প্রতি শ্রদ্ধা থাকে এবং দেশে গণতান্ত্রিক রীতিনীতি অব্যাহত থাকুক সেটি চায়, তাদের সার্চ কমিটির কাছে নাম জমা দেওয়া উচিত। আসলে বিএনপির তো গণতন্ত্রের প্রতি কোনো শ্রদ্ধা নাই। বিএনপির জন্মটাই তো অগণতান্ত্রিকভাবে। বিএনপির জন্ম হয়েছে ক্যান্টনমেন্টের মধ্যে এবং বিএনপি ক্ষমতা দখল করেছে অস্ত্র গুছিয়ে। এবং বেগম খালেদা জিয়া যখন ক্ষমতায় ছিলেন তখন 21শে আগস্টে গ্রেনেড হামলা হয়েছে, সারা দেশে 500 জায়গায় বোমা ফুটেছে, তখন জঙ্গিবাদের উত্থান হয়েছে। তারা তো গণতান্ত্রিক রীতিনীতিতে বিশ্বাস করে না। সেজন্য এই গণতান্ত্রিক রীতিনীতির প্রতিও শ্রদ্ধা নাই, তাদের বিদ্যাগুলি প্রদর্শন করছে।
Mentioning that radio had served as second frontier during the War of Independence, Dr. Hassan Mahmood called for creating new programs for development of morality and humanity. Information and Broadcasting Secretary Mohammad Maqbool Hussain addressed the program as special guest. Presided over by Director General of Bangladesh Betar Ahmed Kamruzaman, the meeting was virtually attended by representative of UNESCO to Bangladesh Beatrice Khaldoon, among others. A cultural show was held later. The newly formed search committee for proposing names to appoint Chief Election Commissioner and other election commissioners for the next election commission today held its third and last meeting with the country's eminent citizens. The eminent citizens took part in the meeting at the conference room of Bangladesh Supreme Court with head of search committee Justice Ubaidul Hassan in the chair. After coming out of the meeting, the participants said the discussions were held in a cordial environment where they expressed their personal opinions. They are hopeful about forming an acceptable EC through this process. According to the search committee officials, a total of 24 registered political parties, including ruling Awami League, have submitted 329 names proposing for the post of CEC and ECs for the next EC. The tenure of the current EC will expire on February the 14th. Bangladesh reported 28 COVID-19 deaths and 4,838 infections in a single day. Corona infection rate was reported 14.85%. Director General of Health Service at DGHS, in his routine daily statement today, said the death toll has risen to 28,819 from coronavirus, and the tally of infections has risen to 19,09,664. The recovery count rose to 16,78,655 after another 13,853 patients recovered. The statement said 14.85% of 32,574 samples tested positive. DGH statistics showed that the people infected from the beginning, 87.90% recovered and 1.51% died. Now, international news. Russian President Vladimir Putin and U.S. President Joe Biden have spoken about Russia's military buildup, but the one-hour call ended without a breakthrough. The two leaders spoke for over an hour. In a statement, the White House said President Biden was clear that if Russia undertakes a further invasion of Ukraine, the United States, together with their allies and partners, will respond decisively and impose swift and severe costs on Russia. Meanwhile, U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken has said the imminent threat of Russian military action in Ukraine justifies evacuating the U.S. Embassy in Kiev. His words came after Ukraine's president urged calm, saying the biggest enemy was panic. More than a dozen countries have urged the citizens to leave Ukraine. Moscow, with more than 100,000 troops near the border, has denied it plans to invade. In the last 24 hours, the world has witnessed over 18,44,000 new coronavirus cases with over 8,000 deaths. COVID-19 global death toll crosses 58,31,000 and 41,14,19,000 people have been infected globally. Besides, 33,15,33,000 people have recovered from the virus so far. Meanwhile, the United States reported about 60,000 new COVID-19 cases in the last 24 hours, and tally of infection rose to about 7,92,94,000. India reported about 45,000 new COVID-19 cases in the last 24 hours, and tally of infection rose to over 4,26,31,000. The Omor Ekushe Gronthamala is going to be started on Tuesday. Publishers, with the coordination of Bangla Academy Authority, are now passing busy time with last-minute finishing work of the stalls at the fair venue. This year, the boundary limits of the fair will be increased to a great extent at Sohrawardi Udyan. Foolproof security measures have been taken to ensure safety of the visitors at the fair premises. Law enforcing agencies, including police, Ansar, RAB, and Dog Squad, will be deployed at Bangla Academy premises to protect the entire fair area. Besides, CC camera will be installed to keep vigil round the clock for watching the fair premises. Now, weather. Weather forecast well till 6 p.m. tomorrow said weather may remain dry over the country. Light to moderate fog may occur at places over the country during late night to morning. Mild cold wave is sweeping over the districts of Panchagor, Kurigram, Rajshahi, Pabna, Joshore, Kushtia, and Maulavi Bazar, and it may abate from some places. Night and day temperature may rise slightly over the country. Now, today's maximum and minimum temperature in divisional cities. Maximum 24.7 and minimum 11.6 degrees Celsius in Rangpur. Maximum 25.3 and minimum 9.6 degrees Celsius in Rajshahi. Maximum 26.2 and minimum 11.5 degrees Celsius in Mymensingh. Maximum 29.2 and minimum 11.8 degrees Celsius in Sylhet. Maximum 27.2 and minimum 15.9 degrees Celsius in Dhaka. Maximum 26.5 and minimum 12 degrees Celsius in Khulna. Maximum 26.6 and minimum 10.2 degrees Celsius in Borishal, and maximum 26, minimum 13.8 degrees Celsius in Chattogram division. The lowest temperature of the country was recorded 7.7 degrees Celsius at Sri Mongol today. The weather forecast for the next 3 days: the mild cold wave may continue in the northern part of the country for the next 2 to 3 days. In the capital, night temperature is likely to rise 1 degree Celsius tomorrow, and sunshine may appear in the sky. The temperature in the capital is likely to fall 1 degree Celsius on Tuesday. The temperature may rise again 1 degree Celsius on Wednesday. Now, news on sports. Chelsea were crowned FIFA Club World Cup champions for the first time, beating Brazilian club Palmeiras by 2-1 goals. Chelsea took the lead in the 54th minute when Romelu Lukaku scored the goal at Mohammed bin Zayed Stadium in Abu Dhabi. In the 64th minute, Rafael Veiga converted from the spot to send the Brazilian fans wild. But Germany international Kai Havertz, who also scored the Champions League winning goal, converted from the penalty spot in the 117th minute to seal victory for Thomas Tuchel's side. This is Tuchel's third major trophy during his Chelsea reign, having won the Champions League, UEFA Super Cup, and now the Club World Cup. Grand Master Ziaur Rahman of Bangladesh Police became unbeaten champion in the Al Mahmoud Memorial Probashi FIDE Master International Rating Chess Tournament today. He earned 8 points from 9 games. Indian chess player Arfan Dash became runner-up with 7 points for the 9 games. Vice President of Bangladesh Chess Federation K.M. Shahidullah distributed prizes among the winners at the National Sports Council in the capital. General Secretary of Federation Syed Shahabuddin Shamim and Joint Secretary Masudur Rahman Mullik Dipu were also present on the occasion. A total of 134 players took part in the 9-round Swiss League competition. And now to end the bulletin, a recap of the top stories. HUC and equivalent examinations result published with a passing rate of 95.26%, while 1,89,169 students score GPA 5. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina is hopeful of educational institutions reopening by the end of this month if corona situation improves. Marine Academy to be set up in every division to create wide range of employment opportunities at home and abroad, says Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina at the graduation ceremony of Marine Academy in Mujibya. BNP should propose names to the search committee if the party is respectful of democracy, says Information and Broadcasting Minister Dr. Hassan Mahmood. President Biden and Putin end phone call without any concrete decision on Ukraine. And in FIFA Club World Cup final, English club Chelsea win the trophy beating Brazilian club Palmeiras. And that's all from the newsroom for the moment.